Good afternoon and welcome to Shabbat McDonough Field here on the campus of Manchester Memorial High School for some Saturday matinee lacrosse action. I'm Andrew Arnton, joined by my broadcast partner Michael Gonzalez. Last night, Manchester was able to get a big 10-4 win over Nashua South for their first win of the year. Always great to see that first win of the year.
Yeah, you got to break the stride, and here they go. They got one win under their belts, and they're looking for what we could call a win streak, right?
Exactly. Any more than one game, one in a row is definitely a win streak, and this is the perfect time to go on one.
Yeah, why not? You know, it all starts. A lot of sports start with one breakthrough. You know, so we'll see how this goes.
It's definitely going to be an interesting game. We just saw Trinity and Memorial Baseball last night. Now we've got the Trinity Pioneers and the Manchester Kings Lacrosse. Looks like Brian Baumgartner is going to go against Kevin LaRock for the first face-off of this matchup. Face-off's one of the most crucial parts of a lacrosse game. Always want to win those. Get possession first and be right on your way.
Yeah, super important. And looking at the roster, I'm seeing a lot of hockey names, Andrew.
Oh, plenty. Joey Velez and Lucas Tay for the two big ones, but even on the Trinity side, Cooper Gaudio out there for them's battle. In the dot, Bolio gets possession. Manchester's off and running quickly.
Well, that's a good encouragement right there. Get things rolling.
Absolutely. Manchester's going to take their time, run their play. Murphy over to Egan. They'll swing it around the top, try to find the shot that they want. Joey Velez, one of the big captains here on offense, along with Liam Murphy. Tafe down low, all the way to Perrin, then back to Murphy. So what Manchester's doing here is they're just passing around the top, and they're just looking for the shot they want, not trying to force anything. Velez shot and a big save.
That was a big save. It's amazing how quick with the stick these goalies are.
Yeah, goalie in lacrosse is an extremely hard position just because of how fast the shots are and how you're just standing up, not even down. A good play in the crease there. That's the big 2-1 Thomas Stamoulis. As he makes his way up the field all the way back. Now, that was Will Brower, not Thomas, as I double-checked my roster. Now, what they do, Gonzo, here is they've got guys that just come on for face-offs and then they get off, so they'll have rotating subs off the sidelines. So that's why you'll see a bunch of people running on and off the field.
I was fortunate enough to check out Dairyfield play Timberland, I think it was, and I learned that they change on the fly, similar to hockey, but with different aspects to it.
Yeah, Dairyfield's a really talented team, and Trinity is going to try to get things going on offense here for the first time today. I see close to me would be a number 1. It's Kevin LaRock coming to the sideline here as Trinity's just waiting for the Memorial defense to set up so that they can get exactly what they want here on offense. Now, the Memorial defense is pretty big. You got big guys, Carter Beeland and Thomas Stamoulis, and then you got the long guys, Brian Joliker and Will Brower out there. So this Manchester defense is pretty good. As I know, Gonzo, you haven't seen him before, but I've seen him plenty of times as Trinity's just really working the clock here all the way down to 9:40 left here in this first quarter.
There are no limitations, am I correct?
No, there is no shot clock in the NHIAA.
Cool.
In college there is, but that would be a different story.
Similar to basketball, if you think about it.
Right. Yeah, college has an 80-second shot clock, but here you can really move the ball around for as long as you want. Pass right to the middle, and Trinity gets on the board first. A big goal there for the Pioneers puts them up 1-0.
Yeah, he just made a nice little juke, and you can tell this is a combination of hockey, running back and finishing. So good job.
this is quite like hockey. Pretty much in the air as they move about as fast as hockey players are. They'll pull it back out, but it's little bit different.
Yeah, I have a feeling Manchester would be a little more well off if Matt Tafe had some skates on right now.
Right.
Or Lucas
Tafe. We'll have a push there.
But I noticed the name Liam Murphy Central football, correct?
Right, yeah, this is a co-ed team, so this is all Manchester, Central West, and Memorial.
One of my former East Cobra players. He's a great kid, and his upswing is bright.
One of the best on this team, too. We've got Dan Bettenker, who's a Memorial football player. You know, we've got plenty of different athletes. Connor McFarland, the Memorial quarterback. We've got plenty of different athletes here on this lacrosse team.
Yeah, back when I played, there really wasn't the option for lacrosse. It was like you played baseball or you did track.
Yeah, lacrosse has become pretty big there as Gaudio misses the mark on his pass to Tyler Manning there. Obviously, you recognize that name. Cooper Gaudio, Pioneer hockey player.
I remember all the names. I mean, we did a bunch of games, and, the only one they're missing is the guy we saw yesterday in the baseball game playing third base for Trinity.
Hepler.
That's right, the big goalie.
He's a good baseball player, though. Colin Bolio does a nice job fighting through contact. He'll just dump it off to Velez. And Velez is he's the same as he is in hockey. You know, he's not in a rush to shoot the ball.
Well,
but he's a very smart and good player.
In hockey, he's a burner. I mean, he is as fast as they come in the state.
Misses the mark on the pass to Perrin. That was Egan on that pass, but he was able to save it. Now Murphy digs it up and keeps possession alive for the Kings. Good job there by Murphy.
Yeah, scrappy.
Way long pass there, trying to hit Velez. And Manchester needs to just settle things down here because they're a little bit out of sorts.
Now,
big, clear Pioneers here.
So, Andrew, when the ball goes out of bounds, it's not a turnover like in basketball. It's first person nearest?
Only on a shot. If it's a pass that goes out of bounds, it is obviously a turnover. But if the shot misses the net and goes out of bounds, it's the first person to it gets the ball, which is why you'll see a lot of people, always somebody sitting behind the net.
All right. Well, I'll be asking some basic questions throughout the game, and hopefully there's people out there that have the same questions, and you can give them some answers.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I've known this game for a long time. Brother's quite a good player. I used to play it myself, actually, a couple of years ago, back when I was 10, 11 years old. But I've been around this game for a long time, so I'll be happy to answer any of those questions. But this is the part where it's a lot like hockey. You know, you're not rushing on a fast break or anything, you know. You're just passing around the perimeter and just waiting for the exact shot that you want.
Yeah, so cool. Being a football player and a hockey player, I'm a little jealous I didn't get to get into this.
Yeah, lacrosse has been really on the uprise in the past 10 to 15 years here.
It's cool, and it's physical, and the only problem is, as a hockey goalie, I wouldn't really want to be a lacrosse goalie.
Yeah, it's a lot different than being a hockey goalie, as Manchester's able to win possession back, and they dump it off to Talon Perrin.
A lot of setups, I feel.
Yeah, they are.
You get that perfect
Murphy
shot.
rips one big save there.
Yeah, he's made two key saves now, led to turnovers, and last one led to a Trinity goal. So, big saves at the Trinity netminder.
Fortunately, don't quite have his name on my roster as of right now. Maybe figure that out after the first quarter. But Manchester able to win possession back again. But that is short-lived as Trinity is able to pick it up and clear it. Right to the middle of the field, Trinity is back in business with wheels. It's Gaudio to the front of the crease. Saved by Adumene, who's going to come out and try to play it. The big fella on the Memorial football team, Gonzo, I know you recognize that name as well. The big lineman.
Mene's in net right now?
He is. That's Mene Adumene, the big lineman for the Crusaders football team.
He's too smart. I thought he was too smart to be a goalie in lacrosse.
Loves it.
He's a straight-A student, and he's playing goal. I love it. I'm going to have to say hi to him.
For sure. He's pretty good, too. He's had a bunch of great games in the past. Played very well last night.
Yeah, another East Cobra player of mine, Andrew.
He's off to Curry College next year to play football there for them. So that's always good to hear.
Absolutely. Mene, you're the man, buddy.
Murphy takes the dodge, dumps it off. Perrin right on net. Another big save there for Trinity. He's been great so far. I wish we had his name. It's Murphy over to Velez to Perrin. Right back to the middle. Baumgartner rips a shot. Another save, but Tafe will win that. It'll stay King's ball.
I would like to apologize in advance. I am definitely doing my best to track the ball. It's not like a big basketball, though. It's hard to find.
So we do have a name on the goalie. Chase Hunt is the name, so he's made a couple of great saves here.
Ooh.
Will Brower loves to bring it up as a long pole shot is way long. That's into the baseball field over there, and Chase Hunt's happy he didn't even have to work for that one.
So Trinity will get the ball back because they were closest to the out.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. So they must cheat to do that at some point.
Oh
right?
yeah, you'll see people behind the net just waiting for the shots, and they'll start running even before the shot's taken. As we're gonna have a flag thrown here, so it'll be a penalty on Manchester, and this is where it's like hockey, where as soon as they touch the ball, they are marked for the penalty.
They'll do a delayed penalty then.
Yep.
With a football flag.
Yes.
Cool. Got it.
So looks like we'll have. Oh, this is gonna be Joey Velez here for the penalty. He'll take a knee, as Manchester will go man down for the first time today.
Now, is this a super advantage or is it minimal?
It's definitely an advantage. I didn't get the time because the ref didn't say it, but here, this is where it's the big advantage, is where Trinity can have two guys behind the net ready for the shot. So Manchester most likely won't even touch the ball here on this man up. Big shot, but a bigger save there by Adumenes. He's holding his ground so far in goal.
Ouch.
Yeah, that one
Nice.
not feel good.
What courage.
Bolio has been great so far. He's done a lot of work getting out of trouble as Manchester will hold and Velez is back on. So that penalty must have just been a 30-second. As Murphy works around the top, finds Egan cutting.
Nice pass.
Egan scores and Manchester ties it at 1.
What a pass. Caught it in transition, and just like in hockey, that almost one-timer effect there, Andrew. Puts it home.
Thomas Egan just picked up the sport last year, and this is what we were talking about last time I was on with Kyle Squared. With all these new guys picking up the game, Dan Bettenker, Connor McFarland, Stamoulis, Bolio, Egan, I could name a bunch of names who've just picked this game up. They've done quite a good job so far as Egan's able to get that goal to tie the game at 1.
Yeah, they did similar to like hockey, just a circle play. Caught him in stride. And
Clean face-off win there. Joliker unable to pick it up, though. Trinity's going to have a big break. Kevin LaRoche will start things off. His cross-pass shot deflected away, but right to a stick. Miss LaRoche, and that'll go out of bounds. It'll be King's ball.
Andrew, both goalies having some big saves today already. Keeping it 1-1. It's only 1-1.
Mene Adumene and Chase Hunt doing well so far in net. As we'll have a little bit of an injury here. Coach D'Onofrio, as well as the trainer, going to check on the injured player, which is Thomas Stamoulis, and he'll run off under his own power. Mac Tripp will come in, and I feel like I've said this a million times, but I know, Gonzo, you know that name too. Mac Tripp, the substitute here for Manchester, another one of these big hockey players, as will not get going quite yet.
Yeah, Mac Tripp on skates is about 6'7". So.
Yeah. He's only about 6'3" or 4 here on the cleats. Bolio moves across the Crusader logo, trying to find Velez, but it skips away. It'll be Pioneer ball, as we'll have another flag thrown near the 50-yard line here. Interesting to see what this is going to be. Let's see, I hear a lot of yelling from the Manchester sideline.
Is that slashing?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen anybody take a knee yet. I mean, the flag was thrown, and unless it's an inadvertent flag, then I didn't see anything. So we'll play on. Egan at the top, back to Velez. Manchester doing a nice job sharing the ball here early, as we're down to 2:50 left in the first quarter. Tied 1-1. Perrin shoots and scores.
Oh.
Manchester takes their first lead of the game. It's 2-1.
What are you having, sir? Top shelf. 2-1 Manchester. And, Andrew, they have lost every game up until yesterday and today, correct?
Yes, they have. They were 0-9.
Turning it around
yesterday,
maybe,
now.
Perhaps. That's always encouraging, isn't it?
Exactly. It's very encouraging. They're now 1-9 and could look to move to 2-9 today with a win over the Pioneers, but still plenty of time left in this game. 2:48 to be exact, but Manchester takes a big lead.
Yeah, Memorial, that's their first. I mean, Trinity, excuse me. Their first.
That'll be a penalty there. That'll be on Baumgartner. And I believe that's going to end up being a cross-check because he definitely extended his arms there. It'll be a push for 30 seconds, excuse me. So that's the other thing that I figured. It could have been a cross-check, but it'll be a push. So Trinity will have a 30-second man advantage here.
And that's it, 30 seconds, and it's over?
Yep. He can run right back on the field after that 30 seconds.
Interesting. What a physical game.
Right. It's really just like hockey in so many ways. It's hockey on a football field.
Yeah.
With no ice. And it's played in the air. But a lot of lacrosse is just like hockey.
I'm a big fan and top-tier talent, too.
Now Trinity looking to tie the game here on the man-up opportunity. Shot off the helmet of Mene Idumene.
Oh, my
goodness. And
goodness.
that'll ricochet out of bounds. It'll stay Pioneer ball.
Look how far that ball ricocheted off Mene's head.
I don't know if he ever quite saw that one.
Oh, my God.
Right off the helmet there.
Yeah, you got to keep your eye out when you're walking past warm-ups, too. I've noticed that.
Yeah.
These balls are not soft.
No, they're not. Missed the mark on that pass.
I'm going to go ahead and give Manny a Kyle point on that one.
Brower's able to pick it up, and he'll look to clear here.
Wow.
Look at this. Idumene, no problem coming out of the net here, finds Tripp, and they'll move it up the sideline for the good clear. Connecting with Perrin, and just like that, Manchester's in business once again. It's a great, great defensive clear. That's what you got to do every single time. Find the open guys and don't rush anything.
Now, Andrew, who are the snipers? Who are the guys?
Velez and Murphy. Perrin's got a good shot. He sent that one on the ground. It'll stay King's ball.
That was a similar play to how they got their first goal. This time, the goalie got a piece of it, so good job on that end.
Chase Hunt got a piece of that there. As right back into play, Thomas Egan finds Velez at the top. Velez shot from way out. It'll be Trinity ball.
I've noticed the difference between the girls' game and the boys' game. It seems the boys are more willing to shoot from farther away. Am I correct there?
Yeah, they can get rebounds if they need to as well.
They really fire away from the 20-yard range.
Yeah, they could try to get some rebounds, ricochets.
Yeah,
as Trinity just did off the helmet of the Idumene.
We saw that, yeah.
Now Trinity with not much time left, 50 seconds here left in the first quarter. Looking to try to get at least one more to tie it up.
So is this one of those situations like in basketball, you want to run down the clock and get last shot?
They're going to get last shot. They don't even want to give Manchester an opportunity to touch the ball here.
So that's standard then?
Yep.
Okay.
You get the ball with less than a minute left, you're going to keep it.
Makes sense to me.
20 seconds now left on the scoreboard. Coming in, LaRoche shot across.
Wow, Manny, another big save for Manchester Kings.
Pass missed Gaudio. Perrin's going to pick it up with 10 seconds left, so Manchester still has an opportunity to get one more.
This time, you think? Yeah.
Perrin.
Nice pass.
And that one's intercepted. That'll do it on the first quarter. But at the end of one, Manchester leading 2-1 over the Pioneers.
What a quarter for Mene right there. Just about 3 huge saves. One off the noggin, as we saw before. And, don't underestimate that last long save he just made, too. Right in the net.
He's really holding his ground big time. He's not afraid to step in front of any shot, which is always what you want to see with a goalie. You don't want your goalie to be scared. But we will step away for just a few moments, and When we return from this break, we'll have the second quarter of Manchester versus Trinity High School lacrosse action. Second quarter of action here from Shavin McDonough Field. We had a 2-1 quarter last time. Thomas Egan and Talon Perrin with the goals for Manchester. And we saw a pretty good quarter lacrosse, wouldn't you say there, Gonzo?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Good opportunities wielding in, and, I feel like it's a low-scoring game for the amount of action we've had.
Yeah, we have had a ton of action, and lacrosse games are low-scoring. A big face-off win. Baumgartner, Perrin. Baumgartner looking for the rebound and got away from him. Big scoop by Brandon Lebelzik, and he's going to clear for Trinity.
Speed kills in this game, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Trinity trying to get things going here. Gaudio over on the right side, and Trinity will look to set things up here.
I bet you there's players on both teams that are more accurate with the basket than their arms throwing it.
Yeah. Big scoop and run there. Connor McFarland gets the big turnover there, and
Ooh.
McFarland lowers the shoulder there.
Yeah, a little bull rush.
Will
puts
we have
the
a
head down.
turnover here? Wow. All right, that's a tough call. I mean, McFarland, this is a physical game. You got to understand that. I'm not sure if I quite agree with that one, but, we move on. And Trinity is going to look to set things up again, try to get their second goal, because if they don't, they're going to start to be in trouble here. See a lot of subs going on here. Looks like Kevin LaRoche is their face-off guy. He's on and off no matter what. Big
Nice
spin
pass.
to the middle, but he's not able
Wow.
to catch it. That was Tyler Manning.
Good job taking that ball off his stick, because that was a nice feed. Open space, and I thought for sure Manny would be tested right there.
Look at that. It's Jake Ornelas, the freshman, scooping through and just able to clear that.
You can hold the ball as long as you want, correct?
Absolutely. That's why a lot of coaches get really mad if you don't set things up the right way, because there's no need to rush anything.
And how long typically?
Perrin steps back.
Wow.
Big shot saved by Chase Hunt, who's really also had a great game.
How long typically can you rag the ball out for at the end
Wide
of the game?
open Gaudio. I'd say a minute and a half.
Before everyone converges on you?
Yeah. It's going to get to a point where they're just going to put 6 people on you and just try to get it. Look at Stamoulis doing a lot of running here. Big clear. Tips off the stick of Bolio, but right into the stick of Velez.
Nice gather.
Velez gets pushed a little bit there. I saw a slash, but
Wow, he's getting
referee
by
didn't.
everyone.
Velez still has it. Hasn't given up yet, and
Oh.
Velez lets that one go, but right behind the net's Lucas Tafe. It'll stay King's ball.
Put some mustard on that shot. Nice jump shot. That was
Noah
cool.
Levesque was swinging away like Trinity was in baseball last night. He was whacking Velez there. I didn't
You're
see
not allowed to do that?
penalty. Well, to that extent, no. Murphy lets that one go, but it'll stay King's ball again. You can get a couple in there, but if you're guarding someone, you're just slashing them with the stick like that. It's frowned upon. But I guess the officials let that go on.
Seems like such a violent sport.
Yeah, a lot of injuries come from it, but it's a part of all sports. Murphy bulldozing through along with number 12, Brandon Weaver.
Wow.
Big shot and a goal there. I believe that was Lucas Tafe.
I mean, that was reminiscent of hockey. I mean, he went deke right and then just boop, top shelf, and that was his.
Lucas Tafe is
He's
a gamer in everything.
Quite the hockey player as well, yeah.
Golf player, too. Very good at golf.
Must be jealous that they get all of his efforts this season around.
Yeah, he's
missed most of the hockey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wasn't very good. He's back here for lacrosse and providing in every way he can as Manchester takes a 3-1 lead over the Pioneers.
I'd imagine he makes his team much better. As when he came back in hockey, the team was a whole different team.
Yeah, it was, and it's the same with this. He adds a lot of different things to this offense. He's smart in the game because he plays hockey. He knows how the game works, but he's also got a pretty fast shot.
Accurate, too.
Very accurate as well. with his passing. That one was into trouble, intercepted by Beeland, who finds Talon Perrin wide open. Manchester is doing exactly what Jordan D'Onofrio wants him to do, as we will have a timeout here called by Jordan D'Onofrio. Interesting time to call one. Back after that timeout that Coach Jordan D'Onofrio called for his team to try to sort things out. You get 2 of those per team per half. So he used his first one with 8:21 to go here in the second quarter. Good time to use. He didn't use one in the first, and they have the ball back, so probably set a play up to try to get a goal here.
Is it similar to basketball where you need possession to call a timeout?
Yes, you do.
And you get 2 big long ones, right? This seemed like about a
that
5
was
minute?
minute and a half.
Oh. So this is a big spot for Manchester. If they can get another goal, no matter what the sport is, everybody knows a 3-goal lead is better than a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, right. 2-goal lead is the most dangerous lead in sports, in my opinion. But this offense, powered by Liam Murphy, leaves it for Weaver, who finds Velez. Velez will go all the way back to the top. Fakes a pass. Velez, skip shot there. Tafe right on the doorstep to save that, and it would be King's ball.
Yeah, and imagine Velez and Tafe had some chemistry, playing hockey together.
Absolutely.
Probably look for each other.
Definitely do. It's Baumgartner all the way back to the top. Weaver setting up, got stopped there.
Yeah.
That was a big stop right at the top of the zone.
Just bodied up, squared up, and no entrance.
Velez looking for Liam Murphy. That one is
Okay.
a little high
So
and out of bounds.
So because it's on the side, it doesn't count as it has to be on the goal line for that to happen. Okay.
Got to be on the goal line for Manchester to have a shot at that. But that pass was in the sky. And out of bounds, Trinity will take the ball in their own end. Trinity moving up the field pretty quickly here.
Yeah, he just advanced on him real quick there.
Yeah, Gaudio back to the top, made a good catch there. Looks like he was going to fall over. Pass right to the middle, big shot, LaRock.
Oh, no. Mene with another big save. I don't know if that was on net, but when he's faced with that kind of minimal target, it definitely impacts the result. I'm going to call it a save.
Carrying here, Drew Avery.
No, Andrew.
Oh, that is a missed penalty for sure. Will Brower hit Avery right in the head.
You could hear it, yeah.
Yeah, you could hear it from here. Missed penalty there. In the middle, but in traffic, not a great pass as Manchester, way too many white jerseys in the middle as they're able to clear.
Now, Andrew, what was Trinity's record again?
For Lacrosse, they are 5-3.
Okay, so they should be the favorites.
They are definitely the favorite on paper.
Right.
But, anything can happen in a game just like we saw last night.
Liam Murphy just got a big piece of that.
Big shot, but guess who? Right there for the save at Dumine.
Number 35, Liam Murphy got a nice stick in the way there, and it kind of slowed down the momentum of the play, leading to a non-goal effort.
That's a great effort there by Murphy. Trinity able to keep possession.
Yeah, the little things all add up, especially a game like this where the ball bounces a certain way. Effort can help. Wow, nice pass, nice steal.
Play there, Bolio.
That was right on right there. Nice dish over the middle.
Yeah, even like a guy like Bolio and McFarlane, that's a quarterback to receiver duo, so they've got chemistry as well.
Correct.
Perrin over by the 30, finds a cutting Baumgartner. That'll go as a shot because there was no deflection, but Hunt able to pick it up and just chucks it away. That not the move. Here comes Beeland.
Now, in hockey, you want to tip the puck. Is there any kind of effort to try to tip it, or you want to go clean?
I mean, you can try to do that. Baumgartner on the doorstep, but that wasn't quite a shot. But, yeah, you can try to tip it, but it's definitely pretty uncommon. just because the shots are a lot faster. You're never going to really find yourself in a position for that either.
Wow, they just bullied him right there. Got the ball.
Pass misses Weaver, and the only thing that hasn't been clean for Manchester today is their passes. Moving quickly there. Big shot by the long pole.
Wow,
Bobby
look
Kinsella.
at the hustle. Yes.
Bobby Kinsella, another hockey player there for Trinity.
Are you kidding me? I'm going to have to give an Andrew point for that one.
Yeah. Mene Adumene.
He just took off like a track star.
He's got speed on him,
Wow.
So he's got
It's true.
He's got legs, so he uses them there. And, as a goalie, you don't want to just sit in the net and watch it. You got to.
Oh, total.
Stamoulis stays in bounds. It's like a freight train here moving up the sideline.
It's a big boy, huh?
Soccer goalie for varsity.
All these other coaches are just cringing at watching all their star players play lacrosse.
Yeah, that is definitely a big thing here with all these different athletes.
They're literally all star players.
It's a good thing it's a spring sport. If they get hurt, they've got all summer to get back from it. But, yeah, you definitely know that Coach Baker watching Tafe and Velez play lacrosse is just like, please don't get hurt.
Yeah, or do you have to play? It's actually, you see a lot of two-sport athletes, multi-sport athletes are the ones that pretty much dominate the state. You stay
Egan,
fresh.
good move there. Shot saved by Hunt. 3.5 to go here the second quarter.
Don't get it wrong. Hunt's been having a heck of a game.
He has.
This could be 5-1 easily.
Perrin able to reel that one in with one hand.
Nice pass in the middle.
Egan couldn't quite catch. I believe that somebody, maybe Colton Gooden, got a stick on that, number 32. Velez going to battle there.
Ooh.
Trying to get it back. Possession won there by Nick Geza for Trinity. And now, I don't know if you've noticed, Gonzo, but the defenders have these big long poles. It's a huge advantage. They've got a 6-foot stick as opposed to the short pole that all the other players have. So the defenders have a real long stick they can use to try to get the ball away. It's a huge advantage.
I also noticed they're kind of stuck at a certain point in the field.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to run with that stick. It's used for a reason, and it's hard to make long runs with it. So they usually camp back here towards the net.
Yeah, and an opportunity to poke check the ball.
Huge. What a difference it would make if hockey had those sticks.
So Manchester is really thwarting their efforts here, as they've only really had 2 opportunities this whole second period.
Last 2 minutes of action here until we will go to a break at halftime. Trinity has 1 goal here, 3-1 Manchester Kings lead, and Trinity's they haven't found their shots quite yet. We'll see if they can do that at the halftime break, but it looks like we will have timeout Pioneers. Interesting call here with 1:51 left. Maybe they really do want to get that last goal to try to make this a 3-2 lead.
I think they do on it. But also, you say they get 2. You might as well use it up if you have something to offer the teammates. Maybe get a blow, get some water, and then give it one last energy spurt.
Yeah, especially the guys who have been running on defense. Carter Beeland hasn't come off yet. Velez only came off for his penalty. Stamoulis, the same thing, only with the injury. Even guys, 2 different huddles, and then Trinity's just got 1. So Manchester's got way more players than Trinity. They're probably going to use that to their advantage here in the second half.
Right, but if you think about the student body size, Trinity is running about 10% of their student body out there. I mean, the bottom line is it's an emerging sport, and it was probably frowned upon to put your star players in other sports to play because, of the likelihood you're going to at least get dinged up. But now, as it gains popularity and there's a future potential college involved, more and more star players are entering the field.
Right. You see a guy like Owen Kelly out there, number 3, who's unfortunately hurt still with a torn meniscus.
Oh, yeah, there he is. He's a heck of a player.
Yeah, him
and Tripp were dominating.
Committed to Elon next year for football, walking on to that program. So congratulations to him on that. As we know, he's a magnificent football player there for the Little Green.
I think he got Kyle's Baked Beans Award for the
Yes, he
Turkey Bowl.
did, I believe.
So future's bright for both Kellys. His older brother was a heck of a player too.
Aiden's still at Colby College. We'll continue with action here in the last 1 minute and 51 seconds here.
If they could put one in, and then they'd feel a lot more second half.
Absolutely. They haven't scored since the first goal in the first few minutes of the first quarter. A lot of firsts there, which is never a good thing.
I feel like,
Stop and go, trying to get things in the middle, but the Manchester defense has just been suffocating in the middle there.
Also, the big saves by Manny at first are kind of making Trinity think twice about wasting a possession. So they're not shooting as often.
No, they're not.
Which is leading to more time of possession for
Beelan dime there to Bolio.
Manchester, yeah.
And Bolio's going to try to make one last run here, but he'll slow things down. Velez over to Perrin. Egan and Murphy coming back on the field.
Yeah, Murphy's.
For one last go of things here on offense. That's not what you were looking for there. Murphy drops that one, will go out of bounds, and Trinity will get the last go with it.
Kind of an open field tackle miss.
Big shot there.
I used to get on him.
Oh, that one's going to hurt. Stamoulis took that one right off the leg. He's going to go down. That one is going to hurt a lot. He is down in some pain. Patrick Vachon's going to come on to replace him. It's a lot. Yeah, there's no protection there, but it does hurt a ton.
They should, name the team the Limps, because all they're going to do is limp around all day after this. So
walk off on his own power. Warrior there, number.
Absolutely.
Last 30 seconds here of this half. Manchester still leading 3-1. The opportunity there, big play there by number 38, the freshman Lucas Brown.
Good job getting that loose ball, because that's very important that they scoop and send it out. But looks like Trinity has actually gained possession somehow.
They did. I'm not sure.
Must have been an infraction.
Thing with lacrosse, the referees don't talk to us like they do in football. They don't stand and talk to us about every play. We kind of got to figure that out.
Right.
Which is hard, but last 10 seconds here. Final
they better hurry.
Shot for Trinity to the middle.
Mene with the big save by number 55. Wow, he's got some courage, huh?
He's got a lot of courage just standing in there taking all those shots.
Wow,
that'll do it.
What a great half by the netminder for Manchester.
Dumne holding his own still in that, but as is Chase Hunt, 3-1 Manchester here at halftime. Gonzo, what'd you think of that first half of lacrosse?
Hot and heavy. It's hard to track the ball, but I'm getting the hang of it. And I got to say, 3-1, I expected a little more scoring, but you just want a fun game to be a part of.
12-minute halftime here. We will take a break, but when we come back, we will have the second half of high school lacrosse action here. Andrew Art and Michael Gonzalez from Manchester Public Television. We are back from halftime here at Shabbat McDonough Field as we took a 12-minute break at the end of the second quarter. 3-1 still Manchester. And what do you think we're going to see in this half here, Gonzo? I've got my ideas, but I want to hear what you think first.
I think what they need to do is shoot more. Also, it seems both goals, or 2 out of the 3 goals for Manchester, have been on design plays, where Trinity is kind of just winging it, I feel like. Not winging it, but, trying to do one-on-one stuff. The 2 goals, they were so pretty because they were designed, set up over passes.
Yeah, they've struggled a little bit on offense, but I have been impressed with their defense, the way they were able to get clean clears. But
oh, for sure.
I think that's going to be their first priority, is stopping those shots first. The offense may come as the defense gets tired, but they're going to have to make more stops. As Baumgartner going to work in the face-off, but we'll have a whistle.
For sure.
It'll be illegal procedure there on Kevin LaRock, as Manchester will take the ball. Now, that's a thing where it's not like hockey. You can get kicked out of the face-off draw. Not in lacrosse. If you go too early, just automatic turnover.
Which is huge, because it's about a 5-minute possession sometimes.
Yeah, you definitely want to try to force people going early. It's one of the biggest parts of the game, actually, is trying to force the guy you're going against to go early.
I mean, there's players that all they do is face-offs, and they could
Yeah,
get a whole Division I scholarship for that.
it's exactly what my brother's doing, actually.
He's a face-off specialist?
Yep.
It's awesome.
Pass, miss Gaudio, and he tries to save it, but it'll go out of bounds.
Now, do you have to practice against him?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Part of your role, isn't it?
Yeah, and he's just a freshman, and he cleans me up every single time, easily.
Yeah, but you give him a good look.
Right. That one weirdly dribbles back out, but Trinity has a huge advantage here. Back to the middle. Gaudio ripping.
Wow.
Save by Adumene. That was a skill save.
Sure it
B-Man
was.
goes down, and right on top of him goes Brower, but yeah, that was a skill save. Mene moved the stick right in between his legs.
Fancy footwork by the big man. He really does move quick.
He's an athlete.
Sure is.
Brower getting
Wow, what a save that
killed
was. I
over
mean,
there.
I'm still thinking about it. That was a great foot save.
Brower steps across. Pass is off the mark.
Andrew, that's the difference in the game, I feel like. So
Oh, the
far,
goalies, yeah.
putting their efforts aside while Central is able to get 3 netted. Still, he's having a great game, too, over there in Trinity. A really good game.
Yeah, huge part. Unfortunately, Thomas Demua is still limping around the sideline here, as he's not quite ready to go back in yet.
Because most of the time, having 3 goals in a first half should get you a lead, right?
Oh, yeah, especially high school, but
So
even
he's doing a great job on Trinity's as well.
thinks that his offense hasn't been quite able to capitalize for him yet. Around the net, Trinity trying to find their shot. Wide open right to the middle, and there's nothing that Mene could do about that one. Tyler Manning would put that one in, cut the lead in half. It's 3-2 Manchester.
I mean, you say nothing to do. What he did is he tried to get as big as he could and get that angle down and give him as least net as possible. He did a good job. He kind of looked like a swan dive coming at him, but he was able to get around the big man and get it in. And that's a 1-goal game now.
That was Manchester's problem in the Bedford game that me and Kyle Squared saw before that was ended, was the crease man was not doing his job, and whoever the crease man was there definitely wasn't doing his job, because Tyler Manning was right on the crease and would get that goal. Baumgartner there with a huge win, but it's quickly poked away.
Wow. With that in mind, then maybe they should build on that weakness that Manchester's showing. Wow, he's fast.
He is quick. Finds Manning, who gets hit there. Bolio's going to try to pick it up.
He didn't want to get hit right there.
Bolio through one
Ouch.
person and up the sideline. Big clear there.
Yeah, you better learn to run fast 'cause there's all these sticks coming at you.
Behind the net, going to take his man off the stick of Hunt. And Nick Gezra trying to pick it up here for Trinity.
Such a big loose ball pickup right there.
Tafe shoots
Ooh.
off the stick, but Trinity will win that possession.
I mean, that was everything. If he didn't get to that puck, it's kind of like a puck in the corner. You know, you get that scrappiness, and then you create a second chance. Unfortunately, on Trinity's end. Nice.
Intercepted there, Murphy right down the middle. Murphy, big save there, rebound.
Skills. Getting that pick 6 almost.
Poked away, Velez, nice job there. As Trinity is doing way more running than they should be, but Velez still holds on to it, gets that one poked away out of the
These
back.
are the loose pucks that mean everything. Loose balls, excuse me.
Yeah. Still in hockey mind there.
So Trinity wins that 50-50 ball.
Yeah, there's the 50-50 balls are a huge part of the game. You know, you don't want to just give those up. You got to win those.
Oh, for sure.
Trinity sitting at the top, getting their subs back in, trying to work what they want. Kevin LaRoche is playing catch with Gaudio here at the top as they wait for Manchester defense to set up. A big part of this, they want the Manchester defense to be caught out of position. And this is a completely different game. You know, the next goal Trinity is able to get is the one that will be the game-tying goal.
For sure.
But not yet. Veland makes a smart play there, looking at his options, but he just didn't have anybody to pass to. State Trinity ball.
A lot of running for the officials as well.
Oh, yeah, it's not like football where they just get to take a break.
Or
and
baseball.
They're running.
Baseball might be the best one, although they get a move when they have to.
They also are in danger of getting absolutely beamed by balls, but so are these refs. Pass out there, nothing doing yet for Trinity's offense. Brandon Weaver on the defense there. Good push to the outside, but he tries to beat Mene low, and it'll be sent all the way over near us.
Tried to go
Trinity ball.
Tried to go baseline on him, ride that goal line, and maybe even stuff it around the net like they do in hockey. But Mene got his big stick out there and shut it down.
Also a big difference between hockey and lacrosse. The goalie's got a big giant net on his stick. You know the hockey goalie's got the paddle, but the net is the big difference here on that stick.
Definitely, and they hold it like a butterfly net almost. Bigger net.
Swim dodge there to the middle. Gaudio.
1-on-3, he just overcoming everyone. That's hard to do, huh? When you get six hands coming at you.
Tripp, big win over there, and he's going to clear possession. That's a great way of Tripp using his body. Finds Ornelis.
That's the name of the game right there. You get those turnovers.
Taking his time, risky pass, looking for Weaver.
Oh, gets a 50-50 back. That was a risky pass, wasn't it? There's no need for that, I feel like.
Yeah, there wasn't quite any need for a pass like that. Call that a suicide pass. Not much need for it.
You get a home run pass sometimes, and it does lead to a break, So I can see why they go for those long passes.
Yeah, if you miss by too much, something like that.
Liam's
Murphy
going to shoot here. Oh, no.
To the middle, he
Good
holds
defense.
on to it.
Yeah, good defense. They held their ground, but he still finds a spot, and he whizzes one wide to the baseball field.
Yeah, it's over. There's a JV baseball game going on over there.
Nice. Yeah, we were able to see the City Memorial take a victory off over last night.
Huge.
So good for them. I hope they had a good night's sleep and enjoy those wins because they're awesome.
Absolutely. Looks like referee showing Talon Perrin and Lucas Tafe. They're supposed to be here over in the end zone. We'll see Manchester try to get things going already quickly down to 5:45 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah. Really, I mean, just like Trinity, they haven't scored.
Velez shot over the net.
Wow.
It'll stay Manchester.
To that, Andrew?
I think he did. I think that deflected off his stick.
Nice save. Nice. The sheer courage. I mean, I'm giving Kyle and Andrew points all around the board.
I mean, Lacrosse is the hardest goal, in my opinion.
Oh,
Baumgartner
what
right
a
on the
save!
doorstep and a big save.
Holy moly, he got him right and tight, and he's just able to close it down. Those are hard, those bouncers in tight, huh?
Baumgartner was literally right on the crease and could not get it.
He's saving the day right now. Keeping
Velez
Trinity right in it.
Looks to find Tafer, but the pass gets away. Hunt trying to clear here for Trinity. Big cross pass. That was in the direction of Brandon Lebelzik.
I mean,
makes the play.
Hunt is totally taking over keeping Trinity in this ballgame.
He is really keeping him in there, and he's doing it, looks like, effortlessly. Trinity able to keep possession here. Cutter through the middle. And that's what Manchester's defense has to be careful with, is the cutters through the middle.
Right. Whatever that means.
So that's the guys just running through the middle, trying to be wide open with nobody except the goalie in the net.
I feel like I could break it down, but yeah, I see what you mean. Because that's I feel like Manchester was able to take advantage of a couple goals like that, right?
Yeah, they've got specific guys just moving right across, trying to set screens in front of Dumne.
So,
big run there, but taken down. And we'll have a little extracurricular activity there between Baumgartner and Colton Gooden.
Right.
Nothing major, though, just a little bit of pushing and shoving. Velez tried to go through traffic to find Tafe, wasn't able to.
And I noticed in warm-ups, they really call out their defensive
They do.
play. They call out who they're guarding.
You see that in basketball a lot. Not much hockey, but you do see that in lacrosse. A little bit of a slower-paced game.
Right, because you all want to be on the same page.
Yeah, hockey, it's only 5 guys out there, so it's pretty easy to know who you're guarding. But lacrosse, 3 people could be on the same guy. You know what that means. People are wide open. That's how bad goals get scored. So definitely communication is a big key in lacrosse. If you don't communicate, you're not going to win games. As
Nice
Murphy hits
entry.
the swim dodge there.
He likes to shoot, doesn't he?
He loves it.
I mean,
And this will be a delayed penalty. I believe it's going to go on Drew Avery, the
whoa.
long pole.
Just way back, wheels it down, and just wide of the net. But he had some torque on that shot.
Yeah, he can shoot it hard. Liam Murphy, he's one of the best players. He's, in my opinion, co-leader of the offense with Joey Velez, and Carter Beeland is the leader of the defense there, along with Adumene, who also helps lead the defense as the goalie.
I mean, I don't know if you've ever talked to Liam Murphy, but he's one of the funnier
he is hilarious.
individuals I've ever met.
Nothing that comes out of his mouth that I don't ever laugh at, because whatever he says is just...
He can take a tense mood
he can.
and lighten it a little bit. But there's a time and a place for that, too.
Right. But he makes a lot of moments funny. He is one of the funniest people I've ever met. Manchester will go man down as they try to extend this lead a little bit. Egan over to Velez, right back to him.
Egan wants to shoot, you can tell.
You can tell just by his body language.
He's
he
got that inside scoop
There he is,
again.
right in the middle. Egan,
Wow.
he does score.
Nice
That's exactly
job.
what he was waiting for. Manchester goes up 4-2.
Yeah, he did the little give and go, did a little shimmy shim, got in the middle, got the perfect pass. Those in-tight passes are easier said than done. In the catch, in the finish.
But what I liked what he did there was he saw that he wanted to shoot, but he didn't from way out there. He made the cut into the middle to get the easier shot, and he still scored it to put his team up 4-2. All important 4th goal there.
Andrew, there's people who finish and there's people who don't. The people who finish are elite and special.
Thomas Egan's the guy that finishes. He does finish really most of his shots as Baumgartner wins the face-off there. We do have a whistle and a stoppage of play here.
As you enter the workforce, you'll realize what a closer is, Andrew.
Right.
And that was a closeout. Another good all-around.
You'll see this a lot, too. Velez, he knew he had to get the ball to Egan, so he'll just roll it. We don't need to chuck it at him, have it end up in the stands here. He'll just see that nobody's over there, and he'll just roll it, make the pass real easy for him. Velez moving around the top, trying to find a screen. The shot.
Whoa!
He scores! Look at Joey Velez with an absolute rocket of a shot. Bottom corner, Manchester goes up 5-2.
Jumps up, hangs in the air.
Yeah, have you ever seen him score goals like that before? Yes, you have.
Oh,
Plenty of hockey games.
Usually with speed and determination, but he hung up in the air, and I thought it was a deflection, but it was that accurate.
No, that was just a ridiculous shot from Velez. We'll have a new face-off guy.
Now that's huge. You get 2 quick ones like that. That changes everything.
A freshman, Lucas Brown, there on the face-off dot.
Do they tend to drop back and play a little more protecting the lead? Can you do that?
It depends on what the coaches want. As of right now, he is staying out there, but, coaches might have their guy mirror the other face-off guy, do exactly what he does. So if the face-off guy for Trinity were to say to go off, then the Manchester one would go right off. But if he stays on for Trinity, Manchester guy will stay on too. So it's really what the coaches want. But Brown trying to force turnovers there.
That's why you got to finish your check, I feel like. Very similar to hockey.
We will have a penalty here. So Trinity...
It'll be delayed?
Yep, Trinity will get the ball back after this no matter what. So they'll most likely try to find a long shot here. As a big hit by Brown. And we'll have another penalty, really.
I mean,
What in the...
It's getting crazy out there right now.
I don't know.
Someone who doesn't know the game.
Yeah, this is interesting. So Brown will go for at least one of them. And the referees are meeting now. You see the referee threw his hat because he ran out of flags. 3 penalties is a little bit much in my opinion. You don't need to throw all 3 flags there, but it's going to be interesting to see who comes off here. Brown at least coming off. And I'm going to try to listen to what the referee's saying. Looks like push on Brown for at least a minute.
Coach Jordan's not pleased.
No, he's not. You can just tell by his face.
He's right up in his face.
Is that 3 minutes what I'm looking at? And he loses the cowboy hat.
Uh-oh, the 10-gallon hat.
So Brown will be off here for quite some time.
These are consequences for wearing that hat, you know. You look cool, but then it could fly away.
It's going to be at least a minute and a half here. I wasn't sure. Unfortunately, that not like in football, the refs don't have mics, so we can't hear
They get
what they're
rolling
saying.
right away, huh? No time wasted.
Nope.
So they got a 3-man advantage. Is that what I'm?
No, so they just got a man advantage for a really long time.
Okay. Extended power play. Got it.
As Brown will sit in the penalty box. Wide open shot, but
wow, what a
Mene
save.
says no.
Wow, getting in too tight on him isn't the right play because he just cuts down the angle, and he's not afraid to take one off the shin.
He's not afraid of anything.
He's not.
I mean, honestly, he's there and doing his thing as Trinity's going to try to find their shot to the top. Brower, good defense, and a turnover. Bolio with speed across the midline. Finds Perrin. Manchester on the man down is back in business.
Yeah, Bolio is a really heads-up player. Here comes the pass
Murphy.
to Liam. Oh, he had him wide
He never
open.
saw him.
Yeah, he had a nice cut there.
35 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
And now, are they short-handed right now?
They are.
Wow. That's the ideal to rug that ball, man.
Yeah, they might just try to end up holding on to it at this point, you know, waste time on that penalty.
Unless they get a wide-open look like this.
Weaver with open space, finding Perrin with 15 seconds to go. They might try to go for a shot in the last 5 seconds, but
I would assume.
with 10 to go, Perrin will just take it to the corner.
Yeah, he's going to loop around and just do a jump shot.
Spins away. He's just going to hold it here. Smart play.
Is it?
That's actually a smart play, yeah.
Explain.
So what that does is that just doesn't get anybody in risk of injury. You're up by 3 goals. You don't really need to be shooting that at the end for no reason.
Do you retain possession or does it go to a face-off?
It'll go to a face-off,
Okay.
but it is just a smart play because you don't want to give the ball back to Trinity. You know, what if there was a penalty and Trinity got the ball back? You know, you can't have stuff like that happen. So it's really smart. It's like basketball at the end of a game. You know, you're not going to go for a wide open 3 when you're up by 12. Welcome back to Shabbat McDonough Field for the 4th and final quarter here of lacrosse action. Andrew Hart, Michael Gonzalez joining you again. I've liked what we've seen so far here. Manchester in good position to win their second game in a row and second game of the season, but they still have 12 more minutes to defend.
Yeah, I mean, I can see this getting down to most games that are close like this go down to the wire, but Manchester has a unique position where they can kind of, even if they were to take as much time as off the clock as possible, Trinity still needs to gain 3 goals back to even tie it. So that's just, I'd say they're sitting pretty as the underdog coming in with only 1 win. It's a very impressive game, well played by Manchester.
For sure. Egan has 2 goals, and then Lucas Tafe, Talon Perrin, Joey Velez each have 1. But a clean face-off win there by
and a pick.
And intercepted. Beeland going to make a long run, finding Velez.
Nice.
Another dime pass there.
What a big man gets the big pick, and he just delivers a strike to Velez. Lets him do the rest. And now Manchester is putting on the pressure for Trinity. 1 more goal here, and they're not very confident in the comeback then.
No, you definitely, these first 5 minutes of the fourth quarter are where you want to really try to get a couple of those goals back.
And you have no problem taking your time like this, correct?
None at all. As Velez, that almost was too high for Velez. Tries to draw the penalty. Velez rips one just
Wow.
wide left, and Tafe
He does.
is there for
He
the
did
rebound.
like the triple deke. He went left, pumped right, and then created some open space and just burned one right past the net, and it went wide.
That was a great shot, though. He
Heck
stopped
yeah.
and tried to draw the penalty, but
Great job creating space.
ref didn't see anything, and he was able to
How can
get
they?
the shot he wanted, just not able to hit the net.
How can they tell which ball to use?
Yeah, there's a bunch of them sitting on the sideline there. Tafe will step into play. Leave it to Perrin behind the net. Perrin going to try to find Velez. He does. Right back to Tafe. Here comes Murphy sprinting onto the field.
Murphy getting it
There
right
he is.
away. Instant dividends comes in and gets the ball.
Turnaround pass intercepted by the long pole. Here comes a huge run with speed. It's Drew Avery. Leaves it
They got
right on
numbers.
the doorstep.
Minnie
Saved
with a
by
big
Minnie.
save
Turns
again.
it away.
Just turns it away like it's almost like he's got 2 pads on his legs.
I mean, he's
He's having a game. Was this his best game all year, would you say?
I think so. Sam Brown here for Manchester comes off. Brandon Weaver will replace him. Yeah, he played real well against Pinkerton, even though they lost 19-0. He had a 65% save percentage.
Oh, my goodness. Now, is this frustrating to Trinity when they're just getting opportunity after chance?
For sure. Murphy rips that one right by Hunt, and Tafe's right there.
It careened all the way back to
Yeah.
the pylon. The speed and force, and that was a wicked hurl.
Yeah, that was great. Hard shot there for Murphy. Unfortunately, wasn't able to hit the net.
So unlike soccer, this is not a running clock. It is a timed clock.
It is.
correct?
Perrin not able to catch that one. Trinity will take over possession.
I recognize Mike Doyle doing the clock and the scoreboard over there, putting his time in and giving back to the community.
Always love to see that.
Heck yeah, for sure.
9:45 to go. Trinity really has to get a goal here soon.
Yeah, I mean, they got to put a little bit of pep in this step, wouldn't you say?
Yeah,
Maybe
it looks like they're not.
Maybe take more chances, shoot from outside more
I mean,
often.
you have to.
Go for
Down
a
3.
rebound, something, just more chances. Because they can, Manchester will just sit on this all day long. They'll play prevent like.
They don't. Trinity just doesn't look like they're eager to score. And that one gets away. It'll be Manchester ball. Yeah, Trinity's
Yeah.
not looking like they want to win this game right now.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't know. I don't know if it's lazy or I wouldn't say that, but I would say they definitely have less options as reserves. And this is the time of game where that all catches up to you. Depth is everything.
Right. Manchester has a lot of subs, and Trinity doesn't have many. That's what we heard from the Nashua game last night, where Manchester's subs were the big win there. Murphy moves across the line. Pass right to Egan. Down low,
nice.
Tafe.
Yeah, Tafe is just crafty. He's just like wheeling and dealing, dinking and dunking. Ooh, nice
Velez
fake.
fakes a shot. Velez,
Wow.
top shelf, scores. Manchester gets a huge goal, lead at 6-2.
I mean, they're looking like one of the top tiered teams right now. That goal was pretty impressive.
He faked the shot and then went high cheese there on Chase Hunt. And that's a huge goal. 8:43 to go and a 6-2 lead. That's back-to-back goals for the offensive captain, Velez.
Yeah, he did. He faked the cheese. They took the cheese, and he went high cheese.
He's just an incredible athlete, that kid is.
Oh,
I
God.
mean,
I mean, I can't say it over. You see him skate. He's at a next level. He's an 11 versus the 8s out there.
he'll definitely be playing college athletics somewhere.
Captain, leader.
Tries to flip it to Fritz Aristar, unable to save it, but Manchester will take over. Yeah, Trinity's losing time here by getting these bad unforced turnovers and just
Yeah, and then now it's a 4-goal cushion. I
brother of Joey Velez. That's a freshman, Velez.
Nice.
There's another Velez that you're going to get to watch for the years after Joey graduates here from Memorial.
Yeah, nice little pedigree they got going.
Perrin curling around the top, fakes a pass. Baumgartner right to Velez.
I love watching Perrin go off the ball. Like, watching him off the ball, he's just in the right
Velez
spot.
still running. That one tipped away, but right to Lucas Tafe.
Anything can happen with him.
Now Velez waiting, finding his brother Cam Velez, and then right back to Baumgartner. Now Manchester's definitely being smart with the clock here.
Yeah, they're a little loosey-goosey here.
Yeah, a little bit there from Baumgartner as Trinity is going to make you run.
Get some fanfare here.
Right down in front of us, I
Yeah,
can hear.
I
That
tried
one
to-
gets away, but look who's running after it.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. He's definitely one of the faster guys on the field. And about, 300?
Something like that. He's a big fella, but he's done a great job here today, holding Trinity to just 2 goals.
2 goals. That's ridiculous, right?
Baumgartner tries to force him out of bounds, but he can't. Trinity has numbers.
Yeah.
Big pass to the middle. Shot. No rebound. That was Manning on the shot. Rebound grabbed by number 22, Gage Dicey. And that one is thrown out of bounds.
Yeah, they'll get the ball back, but it's like, at what cost,
Yeah, this is going to become deflating at some point.
Yeah, I figure with about 4 minutes left, they really have to call timeout and get their troops ready.
Yeah, I would not be surprised in the slightest if we see a Trinity timeout here in the next 2-3 minutes.
Looks like he got called for a chicken wing. I don't know the symbols here.
Not sure that penalty was on Will Brower. As Stamoulis still looks like he's limping over there on the bench, so I'd have to say that he's probably done for the game. He looks like he's got an issue on that left ankle.
To score quick.
They do. They're running out of time here. 6:40.
We said this
go.
6 minutes ago.
Right,
And
yeah.
That ain't going to help.
Bolio trying to get the loose ball, but it's picked up quickly by Gooden.
Yeah, Bolio is good back checker,
That's commonly used hockey term, but yeah, he is. As Trinity's just trying to find a shot. Gaudio from long range.
Are you
saved
kidding
by
me?
Adumene.
Wow, it's nimbleness, the quickness. And he gets all net, so he meant to do it.
Patrick Vachon, another lineman for the Crusaders football team that Coach D'Onofrio recruited for Lacrosse.
Wow, Mane is very impressive today.
Weaver fights through traffic, gets that to Tafe.
I wonder if he ever feels like playing forward.
Right through the middle, Cam Velez. They're trying to make a play.
Oh,
good shot,
what's
and
up
then he
with
is
that?
sent down by Bobby Kinsella. That'll be a penalty for sure.
That's a frustration penalty.
Yeah, it is.
He's all
Can't
right.
have those.
It's a physical sport. I see that, but that was a nice cross check. Got him off his feet. What does he get? Like 10 seconds for that?
No, that'll be a minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can't have these frustration penalties.
Seems worth it if you don't mind doing stuff like that.
Yeah, lacrosse penalties are definitely pretty interesting as terms to hockey, but Kinsella will take a seat, and Manchester will be on the man up here for at least a minute.
A big minute, though. There's only 5:40 left in the game.
I saw, and there's another flag here near side, and the refs are talking. Kinsella's taking a knee, and it looks like that Noah Levesque might also.
I don't see any injured players.
No, the refs are definitely talking something over here.
Sometimes taking a knee is the best way to get your wind back, though. Actually, the best way is to put your hands over your head, but taking a knee is a nice little break.
So, interesting what we have here. As Cam Velez is taking a knee in the box. Interesting. We've got a big stoppage of play here, so the refs will explain what's happening to both coaches. but definitely want to give some credit to Tom O'Rourke, who is the defensive coordinator here for the Manchester team. He's done a great job today explaining what his defense really needs to do.
For sure.
You know, it's just like football. They've got a goalie, offense, and defense coach. Even Brendan McMaster and Marcus Sutton.
Nice turnover right there, huh?
Goalie.
Look at the speed.
Coach as McFarland makes a big play. Never seen him with a long pole before. That's interesting to see. But in this point of the game, you know,
He's growing up.
try everything. Is Bolio fighting with Tyler Peltic.
Oh.
Comes loose. Murphy will pick it up and try to find his man. He does. It's Tafe.
And they're
We'll slow it
content.
down.
Yeah, they're content doing this. Why not, right? Feel the breeze. Think about what you're doing tonight.
They slow it down here. Egan across the top of the field. Velez
Oh, fake
makes a
pass.
pass to the
Nice
middle,
pass.
looking for Weaver.
Wow,
But
nice
Murphy,
job.
no, excuse me, that's Perrin on the rebound. He scores,
I love his game, man.
and Manchester takes a 5-goal lead. It's 7-2.
That a hat trick for him, Andrew?
That's 2 for Perrin. So
Two,
Velez,
okay.
Perrin, and Egan all have 2, and then you've got the other goal scored by Lucas Tafe.
Now, I don't know how many games are left, but they sure do look like a potential playoff team to me. I don't know if it's too late, too little, but they sure have hit their stride, haven't they?
It's not necessarily too late, you know. You can always make a little bit of movement in that standings book, but it's a perfect time to do it right now because they're look like they may be on their way to their second straight win here.
They're clicking. You could tell by the chemistry on that ball movement.
Baumgartner able to win that face-off and get
They all day
crucial
long,
possession.
Andrew. All day long they've been winning the face-offs.
Crucial possession here as this will take a lot more time off the clock. 4.5 to go.
I bet if you look at the stats, the team with the most face-off wins is usually going to win the game.
That's exactly right. That is exactly right. Face-offs are the biggest part of a lacrosse game.
He got
and
the
it's
burner.
proven. Velez steps
Woohoo!
up, shoots, and that one.
He just
was-
rips it from the hip.
Yeah, that was.
Good thing he didn't get it. Yikes.
No, that.
It's
thankfully didn't
amazing.
hit anybody, but
I mean, he had a wide open look, and he just wheeled it.
try to get that hat trick.
There's a ghost in here now.
Yeah, wind playing with the door. I can hear that over there. Murphy backs out, trying to find McFarland, unable to reel that in. It'll be a forced turnover here. Trinity will take over. 3:56 to go here in this game.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like they've already kind of stagnated themselves out of this game at this point. And, with a very good record coming into it, not expecting this result.
No, as Vashon trying to win the
This is
battle
where
here.
this is where the game gets a little crazy.
Yep.
Wow, look at this. It's like
Big scrum for the ball there with Murphy.
It's like Braveheart out there.
and Tyler Manning is Manchester's able to win possession.
Nice
Yeah,
snag.
this is where the game gets chippy though. Last
Yeah.
couple of minutes,
Yeah, I mean, it's only a 30-second penalty.
you see it all the time here. In even football, basketball, as Perrin finds
he goes.
Velez. Velez winds up, and that one was just a little wide.
Just a little wide, but great feed from 6 to 12, right? 6 to 2 right there. That'll be probably it for him today. He's had a heck of a game. Number 6 looks a little limped on the sideline there.
Yeah, he might have taken a check to the arm. That will probably be it as we move to the final 180 seconds here from Shabbat McDonough Field. Last 3 minutes for Trinity to try to get 5 goals, but it is becoming more and more unlikely every second as Tafe trying to fight through traffic.
Wow, good job. Good stick work.
Big turnover. Velez
Wow,
finds
nice.
Tafe right in the middle.
Wow.
Tafe scores!
Nifty move. Gets in a little bit of open space. The give and go. Lefty nod. Top shelf.
This one's 8-2, so this is officially put out of reach here. As now you look at this. 8 goals scored today. 4 goal scorers. Each of them have 2.
All right.
Velez, Tafe, Perrin, and Egan each have 2 goals.
Any guesses who'll get if anyone will get a hat trick? I'm going with Tafe.
Tafe Velez still out there as
Maybe Velez. or actually, maybe Parent.
Herring's on the sideline over here. Unless he shoots it from the Manchester bench, he won't be there. I would think Velez is going to end up with it. But Bolio, they win the face-off, and Memorial's got lots of time to waste here.
Memorial Central.
Exactly, yeah, Manchester.
Just kidding. It's pretty evenly distributed, isn't it?
It is. You know, unlike hockey there we saw, it is really even.
Here
was
we go.
Central and Memorial.
Look at
Big
that.
rush here for Trinity. That pass way out of the reach
Why did they just
of Gage Deich and
Why did they just give him the ball all game? He's cruises.
Fritz Aristar, that is.
Yeah. Give the ball to
As
Fritz.
Final 2 minutes here. Beeland, a big pass to Sergio Chirul, who is the soccer goalie for the Crusaders who made the playoffs, but unfortunately went out in the second round against Nashua South. But he had himself a great season, as we'll have a stoppage here for people. It looks like people are talking to the refs. That was a warning to the Manchester bench. I could hear Coach D'Onofrio from here telling his players to not talk to the refs. Beeland with the interception, and he lowers the shoulder on Colton Gooden.
He's been getting a lot of interceptions and a lot of contact.
Ooh, look out there. It's a great juke move.
Here we go. Here's my pick.
Tafe been sharing the ball well today. Cam Velez finding Baumgartner as we move to minute 20 to go in the game. I would think that Manchester's just going to pass it around here for the last 80 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, Trinity's not under any assumption that they can win this game, so.
Velez holding, save by Hunt.
Good job. Hunt is, I maintain my stance that Hunt is probably the second best player next on the field right now because he's had a good enough effort to win this game in any other circumstances.
Beeland picks up, throws all the way across the field, finding Tafe.
Oh,
Velez, who's
Hunt
hit hard by
him
Hunt.
up. Clean up aisle 4.
As we've got a stoppage here, 43 seconds to go.
That's fun to do. You get a little airborne action right there.
Yeah, the goalie's allowed to come out like that, so
yeah,
no problem there.
Don't leave your feet or else.
Yeah, you can't
You
leave your feet in front of the net.
Just like
especially.
anything, soccer, hockey, goalies protect their crease. It's theirs, and it's...
Baumgartner drops that pass and unable to pick it up. Trinity will take over.
No trespassing. So I'd say some bright marks for Trinity would be, Hunt at net, Fritz at attacker, and from there build on that.
Yeah,
they didn't shoot enough, is my opinion.
No, they did not shoot enough. They didn't find the shots that they wanted.
They're still being too cute with it, like.
But as we approach the final 10 seconds here,
so try to get one here. Here we go.
Whoa! And they do get one. Drew Avery
I don't know
makes
where,
us 8-3.
I don't even know where he found room to shoot that, but if there was a quarter-sized target, he hit it right there. That was a nice snipe.
Interesting play there with 2.5 seconds left on the clock.
Maybe Manny's like, we already won. I'm not really. I
don't think that
I got prom tonight.
You don't really think he cares about that. That's a goal with 2.5 seconds left to make this a 5-goal game.
Right.
Instead of 6, but there's no 5-pointer here in Lacrosse, so we'll have one final face-off between Brown and LaRoche.
He might have to do like a dance contest tonight, so he might.
That'll do it from Shabbat McDonough Field.
Wow.
The Manchester Kings improved to 2-9. They've won 2 straight in a big team win here today.
Absolutely. They're going to gather around. My MVP of the game would be Mene and net. And then on the offensive end, I don't know, a couple goals scored. I'm going to go with, what was number 6's name?
Town Parent.
Town Parent, that's my other guy.
So I'm going to go with Adumene and then Velez there on offense. But this was a great game, Mike, your first time calling lacrosse.
First lacrosse game, but I'm coming back for more. This is a fun sport, and I'm glad that it's growing. And you look at the audience here, it's a big crowd on a nice day. So I'm encouraged.
Absolutely. So for everybody behind the scenes, Joe Lar, Brendan McCormick, Kyle Heavey, Jason Cody, and for my broadcast partner, Michael Gonzalez, I'm Andrew Arndt. We want to thank you all for watching this high school lacrosse matchup of Manchester versus Trinity. Be safe, everybody.